and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Rambler Podcast Network. My name is Nick Aown. My lovely assistant, Jacob Alger, is missing this evening. He fell down with an awful case of the coronavirus. Excuse me. I meant to say he has another obligation today, so he will not be here. It will just be me talking. Today, the subject is going to be our spring musical coming up. It is this Friday. And to help me talk about this are my two guests, Carter Binkley.
Thanks, Nick. Great to be here.
Great to have you, Carter. And Jacob Alger.
This is a really cool experience.
Yeah, no.
I've never done this before, and it's really nice.
Very happy to have you on today, fellas.
Of course.
What I want to do is just talk a little bit about the show, get a feel for what you guys are thinking, and hopefully our audience will have another feel, or a good feel of what's coming up this Friday. So
all right.
I just want to ask you guys, what are we doing this Friday? What's the name of the play? What's going on?
So the name of the show, our opening night, is Friday. It's Nice Work If You Can Get It. It is.
It's a show set during the 1920s, the Prohibition. So it's got lots of flappers, a lot of swing dancing.
Can't get enough of those flappers.
Oh, I know. It's
Tap dancing going around.
a lot of tap dancing, yes.
Okay.
And so it's just sitting around, you have a whole bunch of bootleggers which are getting alcohol into places that is illegal.
Right, that happens.
Then you have
That
cops
happens.
going through, and they're trying to bust everything. And so you end up getting these main characters that are trying to dodge the law. But also
cat and mouse with some love. A little love
some
story
love,
sprinkled
of
in
course.
there,
It has to be. It's a drama play. It has to
Yeah.
have some love.
And all the music is by Gershwin. And so
Wow.
it
Okay.
is. They took all of his music and they made a musical out of it. And so there's some songs that might be recognizable by a few people
Just by the
that are
tone, yeah.
older on, like "Swonderful" and "Nice Work If You Can Get It," which is a popular song in the older times.
Nice work if you can get it. What does that mean necessarily? Does that have any significance to the play? The title?
It does. It's one of the songs, and the whole theme is saying if you can find someone that you love, it's better than working all the time and not.
Right.
Love is the best kind of work you can get.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
No, of course, yeah.
Another thing about the show's title is when we go to tell people hey, the show is nice work if you can get it. A lot of people think I'm insulting them because I'll say, hey, well, it's nice work if you can get it.
If you can
that's
get
how
it.
That's how they read it. So they
But I bet
kind
you
of take
can't
a
get
step
it.
back and they're like, oh, try me.
I bet you I can get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
I bet you I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are your guys' characters? Who are you in the play?
So I'm Cookie McGee. I'm
Cookie McGee.
yeah.
It's a great name.
It's a
That's a
fantastic
heck of a name.
Cookie.
Yes.
That's right. Cookie.
Yeah, it's right, Cookie.
I am
and
Cookie.
I'm a New Yorker, so I got that New York accent. I'm walking around all the time. I'm an angry man,
Of course.
and I got things to do.
Just like in real life.
Got things. Yeah,
Carter is the angriest
Angry
person
man
I
with
know.
busy things to do.
yeah. I'm trying to get because I'm a bootlegger. I'm working hard trying to get the hooch transported. So so that's what I'm that's what I'm trying to do
Wait.
through the whole entire show. So
Why do they call it a bootlegger? I actually never thought about it.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no, it was because they would sneak alcohol in their boots or contraband in their boot,
Wait, really?
as far as I understand. If that's historically
I didn't know if because they legged it. When they got caught, they legged it.
They legged it,
Yeah,
but they
they-
still had stuff in their boots. So they legged it with boots.
Oh, so we're both right.
Well,
We're
don't
both
they
right.
also call when you're filming a movie, you bootleg the movie if you film it in the
You
cinema?
steal, you contraband?
Is that-
Contraband.
do they call that
Bootlegging.
same thing?
I think
Or
so.
is that just
I
like
think
pirating?
I think that's like well, yeah. So if you were to go into a movie theater and videotape the whole movie, I think that's called bootlegging because it's essentially the same thing. It's
Right.
hiding it. You're hiding it on your
And distributing it out to
and
people.
you're distributing it. Yes, illegally. I might add.
Ooh.
So for the kids at home,
Well, it's not
don't do that.
illegal if no one catches you.
That's actually false. Yeah, I have heard that before.
Quick disclaimer.
Yeah, that is.
Don't
That's
do
wrong.
that.
That
Don't-
is
yeah,
wrong.
If it's against the law, it's against the law.
It's still against the law
well,
whether or not you
yeah,
get
well,
caught.
yeah.
So, anyway, Jacob.
True. That's a good point. All
Jacob,
right.
do you have a
Yeah.
character in the play?
I do. My name is Jimmy Winters. and I'm
Winters. What is with these names? Cookie
I mean, it's
McGee
not
and
as
Jimmy
bad as
well, there's no
Cookie
S at the
McGee.
end. It's just Jimmy Winter.
Oh, you're right.
It just sounds like
it is just Jimmy
it sounds
Winter.
like such a Disney movie with the names that we have going on
except
here.
there's more alcohol.
And more alcohol than most Disney movies.
A little cruder on the jokes and the dialogue.
Yeah, but it'll
Disney
fly by
movie.
some of the
It's
kids'
still-
heads.
it's
It'll
still
go
high
right
school.
over their noggins.
Yeah, still a high school play.
That's true. But my name is Jimmy Winter. I am the lead, and Cookie McGee here, he is my butler. He is hiding 400 cases of gin in my 47-room beach house.
Wow, so you, Mr. Jimmy Winter, have some money. 47-room
yes.
beach house?
I've never worked a day in my life. My mother
Wealthy
just
playboy.
Rich.
Trust fund, baby.
Yes. Oh, but it's the best.
Trust fund, baby.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is a nice way to live, if you will.
Yes. I got some nice pastel colors I wear in the show.
Yeah.
And, like, nice. I got some nice pink pants with some like a blue vest.
It seems very 20s, yeah. I like
He
it.
is
It's very
Yeah.
What's a polite way to put that? I look like a player. In 1920
20.
player.
That's what he is. He's
love
a
the way you
lover boy.
pronounce your Rs.
He's definitely a lover boy. That's his curse. It just seems to falling in love with every single girl he bumps into.
See, in the show, I'm not a womanizer. I just fall in love with. I just fall in love
People
easily.
only like him because of his money.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. I mean,
My
that's
looks
what
and
some
my
people
money.
have. Well, certainly not your looks.
People can take advantage
Well, in
of
the
him 'cause
show,
he's not very
it's
smart either.
acting. You see, in the
Not
show,
smart
I have
either.
to act like I'm handsome. So in the show, I am handsome.
That was the toughest part of the
because
show.
you're-
That was
The directors really struggled with
Yeah,
that.
it's been
honestly
been
Jen
tough.
Hauser. She's our costume director. She worked miracles.
She's
Magic.
yeah,
It's
Like I went from a solid 3 to a solid 4, like within days.
that's awesome.
yeah.
Honestly, and that's all. That's all because of what she did.
Yeah, all makeup,
We've been-
and plastic surgery.
We've been practicing this show now for what 2 months, I'd say.
2.5 months. Yeah.
And we've been done with the show now for a month. The rest of it has just been trying to get Jacob to
To learn how to dance.
To learn how to dance.
and how to look good.
yes, just yeah.
See, last year when Newsies, we didn't have to look good.
No.
I mean, I
You
just
guys
said,
were
We were
street gang.
supposed to be just
Carter.
kids.
you want to explain your theory?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Carter
Sorry.
Binkley has a theory.
now
Cookie McGee has a theory.
Newsies was set in 1899.
So Newsies was the play last year, right?
This was a play last year. My character, who was 14 years old, his name was Race. Our theory
Race.
is that since Nice Work If You Can Get It is set in the 20s, which is about 21 years later than 1899.
Ooh, quick math.
If my math is correct. That would mean that Race would be about 35 years old. And that's about the age, the relative ballpark of the age that my character Cookie McGee is in this show. So we like to joke around and say like, oh well,
We in the biz.
yeah, us thespians like to say that my character in this show is just the grown-up version of my character in the past. So just a little Easter egg there.
Oh, Easter egg. Love Easter eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Just love them.
Crazy.
What are some of the similarities to what you guys went through last year preparing for Newsies and getting ready for this play?
Well, there was a major difference. First one is ukulele.
I'll stop you right there. I asked for similarities.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll stop. You'll never get to know why I brought up a ukulele.
Okay. Any similarities?
Lot of hours.
A lot of hours.
You're
Okay.
always putting in so much hours for any production that you put on,
Yeah.
especially being in a more demanding role. You live on the stage, so it's
You live on the stage.
yeah,
you
you
die
live
on
and
the
die for the
stage. So
No,
many
but-
blood, sweat, and tears spent shed on that stage.
That's cool. That stage is my life.
Oh no, but I mean like in terms of the acting, the singing, are there similarities in the style of music that you guys
No.
are singing?
very different style of music.
Absolutely different.
It's for me, my character. It's similar because I mean, same New York accent, and honestly, there's a lot of similarities. Just I'm angrier in this one.
In terms of, and that would be like in terms of acting.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it's a very similar role of just being like the kind of New York, like straight in your face kind of guy, you know,
Grin in your
just
teeth.
no filter, that
Yeah.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
So in my sense, that was kind of similar for Jacob though, and his character.
Yeah, like last year,
It's
I had a very
very different.
dynamic role.
You did
and I
have a
had to,
dynamic
and I
role.
actually had to act.
Right.
This year, I am a dumb playboy.
I think that what happened was the directors probably saw your performance last year, and they said this was too much, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's too
There's
much.
nothing. This was too much for Jacob, so we're gonna give him a dumber character, and that's fine. I hope that you're thriving in that environment. Would you say you
he
are?
is.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. I'd like to move on to some differences then, perhaps.
Well,
You already mentioned some of the music being different.
Yes.
Because it is Gershwin, it's more of a slow jazz feel.
Okay.
Or
It's
a
written in
swaying waltz.
some 3/4 music in there, as well as
that
some
was a
4/4
term
music.
Do you
right
remember
there.
what 3/4 even means? I mean, you haven't been in band since.
It's
like,
been a while
8th
since I've
grade,
been in band.
Carter.
But from what I remember, it's 3/4 is there's 3 beats in a measure
That's how
rather
it's
than 4.
subdivided. Excellent,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so.
So if you were to count
What's
one,
the, but what does the 4 underneath the 3 stand for? That means the quarter note gets the beat. So
Yes,
there's
it
Right,
does.
3
okay.
quarter note beats
Ah,
in that.
Exactly. So if it
sense.
were
The more you know.
if it were
Yes, thank you.
3/8, for example,
Thank you for the refresher.
3/8 time, what would that mean?
put me on the spot here.
It would mean that
fra-
the 8th note.
Ah,
the
yes.
8th note.
3
would get
eighth
the beat.
notes would
All
create
right.
one measure.
Yes.
Very good.
The more you know.
Now you know.
Hey, you're
Yes.
welcome.
Yes.
So anyway, back to the play.
Right. Newsies, I was in better shape for. It was
I noticed. I wasn't going to
much
say
more-
anything.
No, yeah.
I wasn't going to say
kind of let
anything.
myself go a little bit.
Too many cookies.
We were
Too many cookies for
Yeah,
good old Mr. McGee.
too much hooch.
It's a weird way to say it.
Calc's not going to like it.
No more.
But
Right.
well, it's like giggle juice is another way
Giggle
term we
juice.
like to call it.
Still. Giggle juice.
Let's just say alcohol.
Sorry,
Let's just say it.
yeah, that's right. But so yes, in Newsies, it was a lot more. It was a lot more athletic. You know, we were doing some ballet, we were doing backflips, splits, and stuff like that. We were definitely in better shape for that because it was just such a demanding play physically.
Yeah, I didn't dance in that play. So I'm
No,
about
he
the
didn't.
same. Again,
We were-
I don't dance very well.
No, right.
So-
I've seen that at several school functions.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick.
I'm just kidding. I'm ripping on you today. I don't mean to be. It's just
No, it's cool.
such
it's
an
cool.
easy topic. No.
All right, go ahead, Carter, while I wallow in my shame.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry,
no,
Jacob.
you're all right.
Oh, it's okay.
You're
It's
okay.
cool.
We're all
It's cool.
drama
Yeah.
family here. Yeah.
Except,
At least you two are.
Yeah.
You two are.
You're the outsider.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
know.
go ahead, Carter.
But I also want to talk about, we've been talking a lot about comparing Newsies to this year's play. Obviously, last year, everyone loved Newsies. It was a huge hit, like literally around northern Michigan. It was awesome the way that we did it here in Boyne City. So looking forward to this year. What's the feel going in? Are you guys excited? You've got to be, right?
Oh, totally, yeah.
It's been the culmination of so much work, right?
Oh, right.
It's more nerve-wracking than last year.
Really?
Because last year I knew how it was. Like I knew our cast was like astounding and like was going to pull through. And again this year our cast is amazing. The difference is like I don't think our school has ever done a comedy in a very long time.
No, it's been a
And
while.
so it's extremely hard to practice a comedy when there's no one in the audience because you don't know what's going to be funny.
Right.
So the first night there are going to be people that laugh at stuff, which will completely throw stuff off, and
Yeah.
we just got to go with it.
Totally different
There's
feel.
a lot more improv in this show than ever any other show before.
Oh, really? So, like, stuff isn't written into the
Oh,
script?
Cookie McGee, let me tell you, this bad boy here, he has to improv for me a couple times while I'm
I
changing
do-
into tires.
And by
I like to add a little pepper in there.
of course.
Some
of course.
spices. I mean,
Yes.
Everything nice?
Yeah.
If you can get it.
If you-
Oh, shoot. I just had a really good idea to talk about.
Well, keep
Well,
going.
Yes, go on, Nick. I was going to ask about... Stop, you're making it harder.
well,
What were you guys just talking about?
Oh, no.
we were talking about
Oh, no.
comedy and
Oh,
how-
yeah.
Oh, yes, timing.
and
all
how
that.
yeah,
Improv.
Oh, improv. Yes,
Yes,
that's what I was
improv.
going to ask about.
Improv.
Right.
So by improv, do you mean like you guys have had to come up with something to put in that place? Or do you mean like on the night of the show, Cookie McGee is going to be up there doing a different act than the night before?
Yes.
With the first night you go up on stage with with butts in the seats, as we like to say.
Butts in the seats.
Your excitement, your adrenaline is just working so much higher. You're like, oh my gosh, it's really happening right now.
My
And
adrenaline's going up right now just thinking about it.
Oh yeah. So it just seems like once you're up there, because you have all that energy and all that, you feel like you try some stuff. You have more ideas.
gonna say, you probably feel-
It just pops in your head,
It's
and you
like,
get way more confident.
this is gonna
And
get
confidence,
you have,
yeah.
And so
Exactly.
you go, oh well,
Adrenaline is
this
a
would
heck
look
of a
really
drug.
good right here, and it's ideas that you, even though you've run the show 5 or 6 times completely full through, you just don't have those ideas until you're up there. You're like, oh, this is going to be perfect.
A good example is B&B when you did Willpower, and then never ever did this before. As he's leaving, he just yells out, William has Shakespeare's left the building.
Elvis, he's like, Shakespeare has left the building. You know how Elvis always said it.
He said it very loud,
had that thought.
and no one laughed, and it was kind of awkward.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
well,
on.
sometimes they don't land.
But it's a great example.
It was a great example.
Yeah, it's a good example, but sometimes they just don't land. They don't. It's all a gamble. Another example, sometimes when there's a set change, maybe the characters are having trouble like with their costumes or something, so you got to fill some time. This guy. And so
Hey, don't call me out, man.
you'll just go on and start like making the bed or something.
Have an inner
Just like
monologue.
talking to yourself, just saying some funny stuff to make
Contemplating,
it, just
of course.
waste some time, letting
Yeah.
your co-stars have their allotted time to get into their.
I was going to say,
nice,
you said co-stars. Does that mean you two are stars in this year's play?
Well, I mean,
Are you sharing
Well,
the
he
title of
definitely
stars?
shines brighter than everyone else. Cookie McGee.
I mean, with a name
His
like that, you
presence
have
is
to.
just so elegant.
His presence. And he probably dances a little bit better than Mr. Winter as well.
well,
Yes.
I don't want to say that.
Yes. Yes. 100 times yes. No, the real stars of the show is the Vice Squad.
All right.
The Vice Squad.
The Vice Squad.
Can you give us a little bit about that? Who is the Vice Squad?
Well,
Or is it more of a concept? What is the Vice Squad?
the Vice Squad is like a group of guys. There's a little bit of girls in it.
Yeah.
That are
A little bit of girls.
it's mostly made up of men. High school men.
High school.
Gotta lower my voice for that. And they follow around
Rising
the
strong.
senator and the duchess because they're anti-alcohol,
They're-
as the law suggests, and they're like their bodyguards. They're like their personal federal agents.
Yeah, they're like specialized agents just
Against
to
alcohol.
do one thing, and that's to burn down speakeasies and basically do the bidding of those who want to get rid of the alcohol. Like they enforce it.
Okay.
And they have a really cool number called Demon Rum.
Very cool number.
I'm not. Yeah.
One of the one of the better numbers in the show, you would say.
I mean, all the numbers are good,
Yeah.
but that's definitely one of those that you're on the edge of your seat, going, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah. Yeah. So that brings me to my next question. What's this show about? Is it an acting show? Are we going to be blown away with acting, with singing, with dancing?
It's a character show.
It's a character show. So
It's-
the
yeah.
plot, would you
Yeah.
say, is what?
I think it's going to be the acting and just like watching the people on stage. The coolest thing about comedy and in general is that it's not just two people speaking or one person speaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best part is looking around at other people and what they think about this one person is thinking.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the part. Like, it's like the character work. Like you'd see
Total interaction.
Like Cookie could be doing absolutely nothing, and I could be talking about how I don't know. I have chorus girls, and I'm talking about he hands me a transcript, and I go, it's probably congratulations on my latest marriage. And the fact that I said latest marriage, and his response to that is the part that's comedic, and that's the part that we'd like to see about Cookie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is that interaction between
Yeah.
characters that
Oh, yes.
makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I know that I'm super excited to watch the play this weekend. I'd actually like to play a little game with you guys.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm down.
A friend of mine suggested this. I guess it's something that you actors do. Yeah, it's a game where
thespians.
you thespians. Basically, the idea is to tell a story and continue to talk without
I'm
saying
awful at these.
the word or like. Don't show us that you're thinking about what you're saying. Just go with it.
Carter's a good one at this.
I know Carter is good. I feel like we should.
Are you gonna
probably save
join
him
in?
to laugh. I would.
Well,
I'm more than happy.
Well,
I
now
think
you
we
guys
should
said
get
that.
in
Now I'm a little nervous. Now I feel like I have to.
Well, it's like the night of the performance. Butts are
That
in the
is
seat.
true.
Butts are in the
We
seat.
do have butts in the seats.
The improv might be a heck of a lot better now.
Well, who wants to go first?
You.
You want me to go first?
No, I think that we should save Carter for last.
All right, then you.
I was actually thinking you,
Well, I'm
Jacob.
thinking Nick. So it's your
Well,
game.
how about,
It's your
how about
game.
Jacob,
It's your
you
game.
go, and then I'll go, and then we'll
No, but,
save
like,
we'll
the
save
thing
the
is-
non-thespian for.
But we don't know how to do it, so I think Nick should explain the game.
Oh,
by
since
doing
it's my
I've
game?
played the game before.
well, no, you haven't.
I have not played the game before.
Since it's my game,
Yes.
so you guys need to like.
Oh,
an
Siri just made a
explanation?
comment. So yes,
thank
go
you.
ahead. Yeah, I'll give you the story. It's
No,
about.
he. Oh, okay. You're doing
I
a
think
theme.
I think it
You
should
could
be.
give me
Do a theme.
a category.
Yeah.
or a
Yeah,
theme.
okay, a snail is crawling up your shoe onto your leg.
Crawling. Okay.
It doesn't crawl. It slimes up.
So specific.
That was pretty specific.
There's a snail by you.
Snail
there we
by
go.
me.
That is a theme.
Okay, I will begin. So there was a snail that was snailing on by, leaving its trail of slime behind me. It climbed onto my shoe and hopped onto my leg. I've never seen a snail hop before, but this one was special. I could tell. The snail then proceeded to go higher, and I could immediately tell that the snail may have had superpowers. So the snail grew to immense size, because that's what snails with superpowers do. And then I got to see up close and personal the face of the snail. Snails have teeth. Did you know that? I didn't. I could tell once the snail grew large, which I had never seen before because I had never seen a snail with superpowers. But since this snail had superpowers, I knew it could grow large.
Wow.
The teeth were kind of yellow because teeth on snails... oh, dang. Nothing. Ran out.
That was really good.
It wasn't
That was
terrible.
really good.
Dang it.
No, that was perfect. That was
amazing. All right, Carter.
Well, we want Carter to go?
Yeah, we're gonna go counterclockwise.
Why not go clockwise at that point? Like, who decides we're
All right, I
going to
guess
go
I
counter?
gotta go. All right.
decided. Oh, okay, you're
all right.
going?
I guess I'm
Actually,
going.
Jacob, are you bad at it?
I don't know.
We'll save you for last.
How
We'll
about I'll go?
Okay.
All right.
Carter, lay
right.
it on us. Do you
We'll
want
get to do the theme because you
I'll
did
get
that
to do
one.
the
Yeah.
theme. So the theme is Calcaterra's in the trailer trying to fix a problem. Okay, never mind.
I guess I could try that. I haven't been in the trailer to witness this, but I think I have a pretty good idea of what could happen.
Okay,
So,
and let's not be insulting here,
no.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I will not.
but because
I-
you know Calcaterra is going to listen to this.
Yes,
so-
I do.
Okay, well, hey,
Hi, Calcaterra.
let's try
Hello
that one. Hi, Cal. You
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll give this one a shot.
want me to give you a cue in, or you got it?
No, I'm gonna start now.
Okay, doke.
So I sat in the corner of the trailer, and I knew something was brewing. I just felt it on the back of my neck, and so I turned around, and there he was, scowling down at the wires. They were all a mess, all bundled up together, and I could just tell he was frustrated. He started going back and forth along the desk with his duster, trying to dust for the prints of the person who had messed with his wires, and so he was upset. He was breathing out of his nose angrily. He looked up into the sky and yelled, "Serenity now!" Just like George from Seinfeld. He loves that show. I'm sure. I haven't asked him about it, but I'm sure he loves it. I have some people nodding, saying so, yes. People started...
Oh, there it is. There's the
No.
He can't say
Dang.
Why weren't we timing these to make this a competition?
No,
Are we
That would have been
timing
so.
it?
No,
forgot
we're
to,
absolutely not. But that would have been fun.
Well, yours went longer. I'll say
It was.
you won
I don't
that
know. It
one.
was kind of close. I couldn't tell honestly which one went long because when you're doing it,
Yeah.
you're just kind of
It
like
feels
Yeah.
like an eternity.
there is no object of time.
It's
Yeah. All right, Jacob.
all right, Jacob.
Yeah. Take a deep breath. We know your heart is pounding.
The adrenaline.
Yeah,
that-
adrenaline.
Can you
Wow.
feel that?
Yeah, that's a pounding heart.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see if we can listen for it.
No, don't. Okay. Well. Boom, 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 boom.
Wow, I think I heard it.
That was
crazy.
loud.
That was
Wow.
good. That's Jacob's hearts.
Jacob's heart.
Jacob's heart. Excuse me,
healthy
ladies and
like an
gentlemen.
ox.
That lubbed up.
Dub,
All right.
dub, dub.
Wait
I
on
need a
you
theme.
now. Oh, you do need a theme. Carter, you got him.
Let's think. Let's see here. Well, do we want to do something?
Sorry, I just yawned.
You're a skier
I've never skied in my life.
who. Okay, but then this is-
Acting. Sorry.
Acting. Yes. And you're a skier who comes across a cave that may or not be inhabiting something.
Oh,
Ooh.
very vague.
I mean,
I like the direction of this.
yes.
Right. It was a stormy night, and I was skiing down the slopes of Avalanche Mountain.
He's already stopped.
And I had stopped, and I did a pizza stop because I don't really know how to ski. And I fell straight into the snow. Looking up with snow brewing in my hair, fluffing through the skies, I see a dank, dark cave.
Dang.
I wander in with ponderous footsteps.
Your
I
adjectives
can
are so
feel
misplaced.
these tentative hairs growing on my neck as if something was brewing in this dank, dark cave.
Again.
Looking through the corners left and right, I see the monumentous object that is the new Crest toothbrush.
You just said monumentous.
The Crest toothbrush has carbon fiber on the bristles to cause teeth cleaning like never before. And dang it.
There she is. Wow, that was
I
awesome.
didn't know where to go with the Crest toothbrush.
the most monumentous thing.
Me, my strange choice of adjectives. You with your crusty hair and green teeth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Surprising
Oh
how
my
well
That
gosh.
was good.
Crest toothpaste.
Well,
Crest.
Crest
carbon
toothbrush
fiber.
with carbon fiber bristles.
that would be awfully not fun to brush your teeth
That
with.
would be a little uncomfortable.
Carbon fiber going straight to the gums.
It's durable.
Straight to the gums.
Yeah.
Durable.
You're
Well-
bleeding because you don't floss.
I hate when they say that.
I know.
All right.
Yeah, it's always an
demeaning.
insult. It's like,
They say it like it's insult.
how do you know I don't floss? I might just have
They stab
sensitive
my
gums.
gums, and they're like, "Well, you wouldn't bleed if you flossed." I'm like, "You just stabbed me."
Right, with
okay.
a
That's
sharp
that's
needle.
that's
Put
a
down
dumb-
the utensil.
That was a dumb segue. I'm sorry.
No, it's
okay.
good. It's good. But anyway, that is all the time that we have, fellas.
Oh, we have to plug it. We can get our tickets on
that's right.
Tix.com. Opening night is this Friday and Saturday,
Maybe
and
on
then
Saturday.
there's one more show next.
2 more shows next weekend,
Two?
Friday and
we
Saturday.
Have 4 shows.
Four
Holy
shows.
cow, 4 shows? That,
Four
how many you
shows.
always have?
So show up.
We used
this
to do
weekend,
5,
next weekend.
but
You used to do 5.
we did 5
Okay.
for Mary Poppins because
And
it's
Crazy
like
for
a
You.
kid one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. What time of the show?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, baby.
On
That's basketball time.
Fridays and Saturdays?
So yeah, there's gonna be a district basketball finals going on in the gym, and the opening night for Nice Work if you can get it. On the same
Basketball's in Grayling.
night. No, Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, basketball's in Grayling. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, so. Otherwise, that'd be hectic. Holy cow.
Quick thing. Stephen Orban
Yes.
has been doing both basketball and drama.
I love that man.
And so it's kind of a parallel with High School Musical, because just like Steven, Zac Efron's his heart was in the game. No, his head was in the game,
but his heart
was
was in
in
the
song.
song.
Get you
Yeah.
in the game.
Gotta get
Made
you-
him
yeah.
feel so right.
Yes. Save it for the stage.
Sorry.
Save it for the stage.
Yeah.
right.
So that was just
So
nice
Just
joke.
giving-
Like me. Yeah.
Giving a shout out to Steven there.
So yeah,
Steven-
shout out
Steven-
to Steven and the basketball boys on Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, good luck
and
to you
today.
guys, and
And
good
today.
luck to all of our actors and actresses who are going up there Friday and Saturday, the next 2 weekends.
Yep, we appreciate everyone in the cast. They're all great
Look forward
people.
to seeing you guys with your butts in the seats.
Butts in the seats. That's what
Yeah.
it's all about.
The
Filling
ticket
butts.
pays for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
That was so cheesy. Okay. With that,
it's
ladies
nice
and
work,
gentlemen,
if you
we
do.
are going to end the podcast. So thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, all of our listeners, we appreciate every single one of you.
Signing.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for the
Crest
time.
toothpaste, man.
Fantastic.
Crest
Crest toothpaste.
Nothing better.
Carbon fiber.
I thought that mine was going to be one of the better ones, and then
Yeah.